The resurgence of Denny Hamlin was one of the biggest stories in the 2019 NASCAR season. He went from a driver who was looked at as way past his prime to someone who seemingly out of nowhere came back to prominence. There was a lot of talk throughout the offseason about him eventually getting replaced by up-and-comer Christopher Bell. But throughout the season, those critics became fewer and fewer every single week as he was looking like a championship contender. By his usual standards, the 2018 season for Denny Hamlin was extremely off. For the first time ever, Hamlin would go winless and was knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. The entire 11 team as a whole was struggling to get back in victory lane, and Joe Gibbs would take action. After the season, he was replacing Denny Hamlin's longtime crew chief Mike Wheeler with Chris Gabehart. This move was a shock to Denny Hamlin, and he was very emotional in the season finale at Homestead, nearly crying when asked about it. Aside from all that, his 2018 stats are this: 0 wins, 10 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and an average finish of 12.6, and finished 11th in the standings. Heading into 2019, it was the dawn of a new era for Denny Hamlin. A brand new look, a brand new crew chief, and a brand new attitude would lead to one of his best seasons in his entire career.
1 lap to go. 2 Connecticut Yankees chasing Hamlin and Busch.
Wow, what a move by Logano. He got under Kyle Busch.
And Priest is coming to help.
All right, and that's what he's going to need. He's got to back up to Priest. He's not going to be able to do it on his own. He's got to get that push from Priest. He's going to have to get on the brakes here, but he's got Kyle Busch in the outside lane.
Logano and Priest grew up together at the quarter midget tracks in Connecticut. And Logano looks low. Top lane gets spilled. It's Kyle. Kyle Busch in the top lane. Logano on the bottom. McDowell, the second yellow car. Where will he go?
So interesting that McDowell decided to go with Kyle Busch, but here comes Eric Jones on the inside. Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin off turn number 4. No, side-by-side battle to the finish. This time, Denny Hamlin wins his second Daytona 500 and wins it for Coach Gibbs in Toyota.
In the 11 car.
Wow.
What a day for J.D. Gibbs, for Joe Gibbs, for that whole team. Mike, that's storybook stuff right there.
That was meant to be.
So get in again, my friend. Nice work.
1 lap to go. White flag sponsored by Credit One Bank.
You said it, Daryl. He has a way of coming back.
Falls in it. I don't know how he does it, but they do it a lot.
A double penalty day and a checkered flag for Denny Hamlin. Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota win the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. One more lap around. Hamlin, Jones, Truex Jr., 1, 2, 3.
Here they come, final time off the end of the front straightaway. Does everybody have enough fuel? Further back, almost down, onto the apron is Kyle Larson. Larson trying to regroup as Denny Hamlin brings him off turn 1 for the final time this afternoon here in Pocono.
Headed toward the tunnel turn for the final time. Denny Hamlin, all 8 cylinders still hitting here. Still got the fuel to keep this car going. His teammate, Eric Jones, also close on fuel right in his tracks as they exit the tunnel turn. Everybody's still up to speed.
The long racetrack, though, still time to run out of fuel. Will these guys have enough fuel to get to the end? Denny Hamlin has this race in hand as long as he has enough fuel.
Right behind him, Eric Jones looking for his first ever win in the Cup Series. But Denny Hamlin is going to be the spoiler today. His 34th career win.
Nice job. You damn right, Denny Hamlin. Way to go, babe. We're proud of you in this. We're going to keep bringing it.
17, now 16 laps to go.
Look how much better he was in the middle of the corner right there. Also, will Denny Hamlin change his line? Will he go to the bottom? I'd have to give it a shot, right? I'd have to go run the bottom one time and see what it gives me.
DiBenedetto trying to stay in front of this 11. Under 15 laps to go now. DiBenedetto's story. He moved over to the 95, said, give me a chance. I'm betting on the fact that I can win races. Here comes the 11. Now they're side by side for the lead. A little contact.
The 11 made that move because of this. He believes he can get there and maybe catch him. Use the 12 of Blaney as a pick.
Denny Hamlin now has the advantage. He's in front. Hamlin in front in Bristol.
Now all the pressure switches. It now switches to Hamlin. Now he's got to be perfect in traffic. He has the better car.
Will there be one last push to try to catch up to that 11? A lot of traffic as they come up on 1 lap to go. And very tight for Denny Hamlin. The checkered flag will fly. Hamlin wins at Bristol. High fives all around. What a performance by Denny Hamlin and the 11 team.
Proud of this race team. God, you.
The almost Cinderella story of Matt DiBenedetto coming home in second. Career best finish. Green flag back in the air. 2 laps to go.
Oh, Denny Hamlin got a really good restart. Cleared that outside lane. What's the 18 going to do?
9 and 18 side by side. That's great for Denny Hamlin as those guys working side by side aren't able to draft up. Actually, the 11 is able to pull away.
Pulling away. The fight for second now. Chase Elliott surging ahead.
Chase is clear. He's got to drive up for that at 18.
Joe Logano actually picking spots up back in the pack.
Cars in the fence off of turn 4.
Keselowski having trouble. He's really slow.
The white flag came out. Now it's Denny Hamlin trying to hold off the 9 of Chase Elliott. Here comes Kyle Busch as well. Down the backstretch for the final time.
Oh,
a good run by the 18. Kyle Busch with momentum. Here comes Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin up the racetrack.
Look at the points.
Out of turn 4. Denny Hamlin will win at Kansas. And a fist pump there for Denny Hamlin. We mentioned confidence. And how much confidence will he have now as Denny Hamlin has grabbed another win. This is win number 5 already in 2019. More playoff points that will go with him to the round of 8 as he's closing in on his first ever championship. So Denny Hamlin, with just 37 laps to go, has led now over 106 laps, 107 with this one right there, and counting. And again, almost a 10-second lead over second place Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin coming in. Mentioned it being a potential career defining day for Denny Hamlin, and he has stepped up and he has definitely given us an incredible performance already to this point, Marty.
He has indeed. And, you know, Steve brought up an interesting point a moment ago, the reference to Mark Martin. In fact, Denny was asked about that in the media center earlier this week. Would you be okay with being this era's Mark Martin? And Denny said, you know what? Yeah, I think race wins are maybe more important than a championship. That did not sit well with the guy on the right, Chris Gabehart. He saw that quote, immediately texted Denny, and he said, stop it. We are going to win the championship this year. Do not be satisfied with anything less.
If Denny Hamlin or Ryan Blaney don't win this race, then Joey Logano is in position to join Kyle Busch in the championship 4. Could be the biggest restart of his career as they come back. Green flag in the air. Logano, can he make it to the championship 4? Will Denny Hamlin get a good restart? It's 3 wide as they go into turn 1 for the lead. Denny Hamlin pulling out on the backstretch. He has the advantage over Kyle Busch.
It's a great 1 and 2 by Hamlin. Now you got to be perfect. We talked about painting that yellow line earlier in the race. He has to do that perfectly the next 2 laps.
2 to go.
I thought that 11 car had to have 4 tires. It's so good. 2 tires is working. Holding on good for Blaney. Can Kyle Busch make one last push for the 11? It looks to me like the 11 has it in hand.
Give it to Ryan Blaney. Still up there fighting, but how about Denny Hamlin? Needed that great restart. Under pressure, got it. Now 1 to go.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around 1 mile at ISM Raceway for Denny Hamlin to keep his championship dreams alive. the 18, trying to use those 4 fresh tires. But it's still 3 car lengths separating Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch. Through 3 and 4 the final time, Denny Hamlin has done it. He's won his way into the championship 4.
Where do you want to go in next? Where do you want to go in next?
That is a huge win. Mistake in Texas, put him in a bad spot. Came here, had a late race to restart, hadn't had great restarts all day, got it done when he needed to. That is a win of a future champion. That's what future champions are made of right there. Great job, Denny Hamlin.
What a car. What a call. I thought 4 tires were needed. They proved me wrong. Denny Hamlin wins on 2 tires. The restart, unreal. Got that clean air, used it.
Hell yeah, guys, we're going to Homestead.
In the Final 4, Hamlin showed flashes of championship glory, but in the end, he couldn't pull it together. Instead of somebody else beating him, in typical Denny Hamlin fashion, him and his team would beat themselves. Too much tape on the grill towards the end of the race would do them in and kill their championship momentum. But still, a good season deserves to be praised, and his 2019 stats are this: 6 wins, 19 top 5s, 24 top 10s, and an average finish of 9.5, and finished 4th in the standings. From a first round elimination to a Final 4 appearance, this will go down as one of the greatest turnarounds in NASCAR history. Good job to Denny Hamlin and the 11 team on a good season, and hopefully they can put it all together and finally win that championship in 2020. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.